Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Season 5 Mountain Dew Voltage Cup Series Showdown here at Pensacola for 17 laps of racing, caution flags on. We will do a green-white checkered if a caution flag comes out with under 5 to go. Since it's a non-points event, I don't have to plug in the results and the score for, so it will be easy to just do a 2-lap shootout if anybody's out of the race. So on the front row for today's showdown, we have Michael Cavanero and Philip Goldberg. Row 2, Nick Pericles, Frank Hopkins. Row 3, Stephanie Manas and Steve Cavallo. Row 4 is Peter Sands and Sean Galligan. Row 5, Benjamin Dion, Brenda Rogers. And then Chris Carando and Ace Rogers in row 6. Cindy Vieira, Sean Harper, row 7. Nicholas Samudio, Nolan Bergeron, row 8. Caleb Hoffman, Paul Sardini, row 9. Zachary Fitzwater, Skylar Dixon, row 10. Alan Cavanero, Karen Vieira, row 11, with Brad Lewis and Emily Brooks in row 12. We already have 28 drivers in the All-Star race. Those are the current season chasers and winners. Last season chase winners, past All-Star winners, 3 of those, Beeson, Shea, and Greeny, along with past champions Amato, Nico Tringali, and Lions. So that amounts to 28 drivers. 3 drivers from this event will make it. That's the top 3 finishers into the All-Star event. Out of these 24, as far as the part-timers go, part-timers were selected if they were top 15 in points or had a win. Only one driver had a win, and he was outside the top 15, and that was Philip Goldberg. So, a good amount of the field here are part-timers / cup drivers. As the drivers start their engines, they get ready to go green flag racing here at Pensacola. As we get ready to go green flag racing here, 17 laps of racing here at Pensacola. And these drivers definitely want to make the All-Star race. Knowing the Showdown winner is not in it this season gives rise for a new winner. Green flag is out. We are underway here at Pensacola. As they head into turn 1, the top 3 will currently be Michael Cavanero, Nick Pericles, and Stephanie Manas. As they're 3 wide for the lead, Manas on the bottom. As they'll complete the first lap, Manas is out front in the lead. Cavallo second, Carando looking for third, as they are almost 5 wide back there in the pack. Cavallo coming off a week where he could have finally won that 8th career victory, but Puco yet again giving him bad luck. This time it was kind of his fault. But top 4 right now pulling away: Manas, Cavallo, Carando, and Zachary Fitzwater. As now Cavallo will pull out with Chris Carando. And now Carando will look below Cavallo. So Carando on the bottom, 3 wide for the race lead. And a lot of these drivers in here might be wondering where they might end up next season. The cars list / teams list has not been announced yet. And drivers don't know where they'll be going, but signups, I will tell you this much. There will be a video on the drivers list. Drivers confirmed full-time ride next season. Drivers that have a ride for next season that are not YouTubers or whatever you want to call it. And then There will be a sign-up video. We're probably going to have Truck Series sign-ups first because that'll pretty much, most of those people will be getting new rides. And then we'll figure out the Cup after, but kind of have to wait until part-timers is almost ending. Anyway, right now, Carano getting a good shove from Sean Galligan. Ace Rogers up to third. As we are 4 laps down here at Pensacola. As Galligan now looking to the bottom. Ace Rogers, Benjamin Dion behind him. Michael Cavanero has made his way back up to the front. Is now Ace Rogers looking down low. Benjamin Dion was looking low below him, but Ace Rogers going to dive down in front of him. As they're 4 wide behind for 4th place. Ace Rogers not sure if he wants to stay in the 63 or move to possibly the 13 or not, but he's been definitely doing a really good job in this 63 machine, so he just might stay in it. Chris Carando unsure of his future with Zachary Rogers Racing, doesn't know if he wants to move or not. As Dion will take the race lead here. Some drivers in this field might be debating retirement. One of those including Paul Sardinia. Paul Sardinia, the only real driver in this Showdown field, considering retirement, as he has just not had good success. He hasn't won a part-timers race this season, and he's not really up high in the points at all, though he was high enough to make this event. But who knows, maybe a Showdown win or an All-Star win would change his mind on his direction for next season. As we have 10 laps to go, we're going to take a quick break and be back for more racing. So we're back here at Pensacola. Benjamin Dion out front. Cindy VR up to second, and Zachary Fitzwater will move up to third. Dion, one of those drivers that has showed speed occasionally this season in Cup, but has not been able to seal the deal. Zachary Fitzwater up to second now, Sean Harple in third. And now Fitzwater will pull out and look for the race lead. Coming to 8 to go. Harple on the bottom. As now there's single file for the top 4. Caleb Hoffman in 4th, just outside. Now Dion and Hoffman looking below the 31. And Dion will get below Sean Harple, so Harple on the outside now. As Dion will move to second and Hoffman will move to third. Now they're almost 3 wide for second. But Dion getting the draft with Zachary Fitzwater will hold on to that spot. Hoffman in the third. Emily Brooks looking for fourth. Michael Cavanero and Chris Corando for fifth and sixth. As they are starting to single file it out a little bit, but now Dion down below the 75. So now Benjamin Dion looking back for the race lead. Caleb Hoffman in tow. Emily Brooks is third in line on the bottom. As they will come to 6 laps to go. And I'm surprised these guys have done a good job of not wrecking up their cars. Hoffman in second. Vanas 4 wide for third. Hoffman and Dion trying to maintain those top 2 spots. As Vanas is third. Pericles fourth. Nolan Bergeron is fifth. Dion has shown a strong car. When Scott Green won the Showdown, he went on to win the All-Star. You definitely need more than 3 or 4 cars, though, to make a good run to pass for the lead. We saw that in the All-Star. It was just Greeny and Henrietta Fitzwater and Michael Parker up front, and Greeny just was able to hold them off due to the draft. As we come to 4 laps to go, Dion leading, then Hoffman, then Vanas. As they're trying to maybe look to get around Dion. Now Vanas was pushed high, and Sean Harper will move up to third. So these are your top 3 advancing right now. Nolan Bergeron up to fourth. Skylar Dixon down low, 3 wide, looking for fifth. Now Harper down low on Caleb Hoffman for second. And that's going to allow Nolan Bergeron to look for third. But Dion has held strong. 2 RCR cars up front right now. Trying to have at least 3 RCR cars in the All-Star. Connor Breton already in from his Talladega win. Nick Pericles is up here, but he's not in the top 3. But Dion is leading. And now Harpo's looking down low with Nolan Bergeron, and Dion's got no drafting help. And they're just going to fly by him, so Sean Harple leaving his team out to dry. So Sean Harple takes the lead. Bergeron up to second, and Skylar Dixon up to third. Karen Vieira to fourth. And holy crap, they all jumped down now. Harple's left out to dry. Bergeron's got help from Skylar Dixon here. 2 laps to go. Nolan Bergeron now leading teammate Karen Vieira on the bottom. Cindy Vieira is third in line on the bottom. And now they're almost 4 wide. They're getting serious up front here. And they're going crazy now. Karen Vieira to the bottom. Dixon all the way up top. Bergeron and Karen Vieira, the top 2. Battle for third between Michael Cavanero's got Alan Cavanero and Alan Cavanero's teammate Sean Galligan on the bottom. And now white flag is out. Karen Vieira on the bottom. Almost on the bottom of Nolan Bergeron. That's going to leave the door open for Michael Cavanero. Moving into second. After he started on the pole, Sean Galligan is third. Zachary Fitzwater, Ace Rogers up here. A lot of good drivers trying to get into the All-Star. I think they deserve it. As they head down the back straightaway. One last time. Michael Cavanero down low looking for the lead. Top 3 drivers. Can Ace Rogers get by Nolan Bergeron in time? Galligan's by for second. They're going to come to the stripe. Michael Cavanero, Sean Galligan, and Nolan Bergeron are going to make the All-Star event. Ace Rogers just misses out. So Michael Cavanero, Sean Galligan, and Nolan Bergeron. We will see you 3 in the All-Star event, and it's sure to be a good one.